Hey everybody! Hello! Hi! So as promised, it's the beginning of summer. We've had a Memorial Day weekend. Woohoo! Which we were in the gardens the whole weekend, so sorry about not a lot of videoing because, well, we were outside. As promised, I'm doing the dueling potato salad. Today's is going to be, I think they called it creamy potato salad, but it's the one that's made with mustards and stuff, and it is creamy and it is very liquidy, and I like it because I don't like anything dry. So we'll start with that one first, and I'll show you the cookbook. I got that one out of afterwards because I've actually got it popped up here on the counter for me to use. So I started out with just regular old white potatoes. I cut them up. We know how to do this because we've done this before. I cut them up and boiled them to fork ready, and then I just cooled them. Just let them cool. And they're just regular white potatoes. Actually, those are the chef potatoes that we just got from the pop-up sale at the fire department. Thanks again. Shout out to Fairfield Volunteer Fire Department. Way to go. Way to serve us. Both potatoes I'm using tonight came from that pop-up because the other one's going to be with our red potatoes. This is our chef potatoes. So we start. This says 6 medium potatoes that are already cooked right here. Done. Cooked, cooled, ready to roll. And then we start with, it calls for 1 cup of thinly sliced celery. Don't have celery. So I'm going to improvise, and I'm going to use carrots that I just have a medium carrot that I put on my mandolin, see, and just kind of made shards out of it. So I'm going to use that instead, which I really love. I like it because it's sweet. The celery, I don't have a lot. I don't keep a lot of celery around, only because I'm the only one that usually eats it, and it does get destroyed. So it calls for 1/2 cup of onions, so I'm going to say that's about 1/2 cup. I've already got them all kind of cut and sitting here. I added a little more because, you know, Tim and I love our onions, and then there's a little bit more again. And then 1/3 cup that says finely chopped sweet pickles. Well, finely chopped sweet pickles are sweet relish. Do not do a lot of work. As Tim says, work smarter, not harder. We just use sweet relish. And so 1/2 cup of sweet relish, which, where's the 1/2 cup? Right here. This is such a good potato salad. There's your 1/2 cup of sweet relish. And then 2 teaspoons of sugar. That's just white sugar. I took it. You know how I always have these little things inside my canisters. So 2 teaspoons. There's 1. There's 2 teaspoons of sugar. There is 2 teaspoons of celery seed. This is what really makes the salad too. I like crunching into this little crunchy celery seed. And it's a 2-2-2 thing. 2 teaspoons of white vinegar. I'll never forget one day it was a daycare day, and Alex wanted some water, and he saw this container. It was smaller. It looked like a water bottle container. It looked like, I had a bottle of water here a minute ago. But anyways, and he didn't even think about it. He just went and he took a haul off it thinking it was water that I had in the refrigerator. Oh my God, I thought he was going to get sick. Poor Alex. So, 2 teaspoons of vinegar and 2 teaspoons of prepared mustard. I'm just using the Heinz yellow, but you can amp it up some. If you want, use the spicy hot, you know, the Dijon. You could do any mustard here. We'll do any kind of fun mustard. I just use regular. 1, oops, 2. All right, and 1 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now you're going to see a difference between, there's going to be some obvious differences between one recipe and the other. One recipe is this one, I'm following the recipe verbatim as much as I do. The other one, it's not a recipe, it's just, I mean, it is going to be a recipe for you, but it's just how I do them in my head. There's the 1 1/2 teaspoon. As you can see, I didn't go all the way up on that, but that's the 1 1/2 teaspoon. I have a special 1 1/2 teaspoon thing. Okay, then you guys just, where is my, oh, actually I can use this, stir this right up here. A lot of onions in there, hun. Oof, a lot more than we usually do. Uh-oh. And look at the red carrots. I've never seen it that color before because, of course, it's always usually yellow because of the mustard. So look how the carrots, I've never put carrots in here before. I've always followed the recipe and put in
Celery.
Thank you. Yep. And then just, seems like there's not enough mustard in here. I think I really did something when I put the, oh, it's actually a 1/3 cup of sweet pickle, and I only put a half in there, so I can put a little bit more. It's just looking over my shoulder at the recipe, and it said a 1/3 cup. And I believe we're going to squirt some more mustard in there, because I've never seen it so pale. What? Oh, I know what I'm missing. Duh! I knew there was a missing ingredient. 1 1/4 cup of mayo, and now I've already added it to it. I usually stir this up ahead of time and then put it in there. I knew there was a missing ingredient. This was totally not ready. Well, I've never had to prepare it in the bowl before. I've always had it in that bowl, and I knew it looked different. That was very weird. That's what I get for not reading my recipe the whole time I'm cooking with you. Bragging about not using recipes. Aren't I funny? Wait till you see this recipe though. Wait till you see this. It's so creamy and so good and so yummy. So this is 1 1/4 mayonnaise. This says mayonnaise or salad dressing, or I should say, yeah, or a salad dressing. I don't know if I would use Miracle Whip on this, people. I know there's always the debate. Miracle Whip or mayo? Miracle Whip or mayo? I mean, this is like the lifelong debate for everybody. I don't believe I'd use Miracle Whip on this. And since I already blew it and put my other stuff in here, we're going to have to kind of mix it in here. Usually that is very wet and very runny and very orange before I put it in here. So now I have to kind of mix it myself. But you can see what's happening. It's already starting to do its thing. There you go. It's already doing that voodoo that it does. I usually have it mixed in the side bowl and then I add it to my... And the only thing I'm missing is a couple of eggs. So, I have this really cool egg slicer. Watch this. Slick. Ma'am. Bam. Done. And then I just run along the sides like this once, twice. Flip it. Bam. See how easy that was. Can't get over how easy that is, huh? It says 2 eggs, but I don't know about you. I always put more. I'm going to go get another one. I always do more eggs.
I thought you said you were following it verbatim. So you like.
I said I'm following it verbatim, sort of, and then I had the caveat of in the way that I do. Because I already stopped, the verbatim stopped the second I put carrots in instead of celery. So immediately I was already on my own trip. And there you go. Look how amazing that is. And see how it's already turning orange with the mustard. And despite the orange of the carrot color, it's already, see how it's turning that light yellowy mustardy color. It's got the yolk in there that's helping. That is probably one of the best potato salads in the whole world. Very super cool. Oh, ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside for a minute. And now we're going to do the other half of the dueling, our dueling potato salads is, right? Standard old everyday potato salad that your grandma makes, that everybody makes, that you completely love. No messing about with this. You don't add anything extra. There's no recipe forming. You don't need any of these side things. Basically. And this one I decided, hey, I'm going to do red potatoes to amp it up and make it even more cool. So these are the red potatoes that I got from the pop-up. I did 6 small to medium ones. And literally, this is it. Throwing in a whole bunch of onions. This is so easy. You used to show them the cats yelling at you through the window.
Are you hungry?
Just a minute, babe. We'll get right with you. You're the one that went back outside. You were in here. So I'm just throwing down for right now that much. We'll probably add more in a minute. I'm just going to do my old egg trick again that I just did, because this is so basic for the purists that just want the egg salad that Grandma used to make. This is the one. It's funny because Tim's mother makes the most amazing potato salad. Just makes the most potato. Just Did I say egg salad before? I meant to say potato salad. Anyways, Tim's mother makes the, yeah, I did say egg salad, didn't I? I meant potato salad. Tim's mother makes the best potato salad ever, and he has a nephew that will not eat anybody's potato salad but his mother's, and I believe that includes his wife's, right? I think she doesn't even, so. I don't believe Amy even bothers to make it because she knows how much he loves your mother's. As you can see, I'm just sitting here and just throwing eggs in. This is such a quick thing that it takes longer to cut and cook the potatoes than it does to make the salad. This is just your standard. You used to go to every picnic and any party and this would be there. I almost want to put another egg in, but I'll wait for a minute and see how it goes. Now, there's no measuring to this. Like I say, I'm not doing it'll be a recipe for you, but not for me. Now I'm just adding mayo. And I do it to how it looks and tastes to me, because I do not like dry. I like it to be, as you can tell by the other one, I like it to be wet and creamy, but you can't make traditional potato salad and make it wet, but you also don't want it dry. There is like a fine line between the two. So, as you can see, I'm just kind of, and as I'm doing this, I'm going to salt to taste, I'm going to pepper to taste. Probably could use a little bit more salt. Okay. Now, this is the purest. I've just given you the only ingredients that really go into the very, very traditional potato salad that literally has been on people's tables forever and ever. However, if you want to gild the lily a little bit, sure, there's a few things you can do. You can also add a tablespoon or two of the sweet relish, but if I were you, I would make sure when you're taking your teaspoons out, I would put them through a strainer because you don't want the water to make your, it's okay in this creamy concoction over here, but a water on here is not okay. So make sure if you're putting relish in here, you put it through a strainer and get the liquid out of it, and just so that you just use the relish part. And look how fantastic this is already. Another suggestion for you, if you're one of those people, you can cut up some olives. You can stick olives in there. I'm ready to throw another handful of onions in there because I really don't think there's enough. And I'm pretty close to thinking one more egg would do. I don't know, what do you think, hon? But so play with it. That's it. That's how easy it is. I mean, I'm probably going to put another egg in there and a little bit more mayo. But look how beautiful that is. That's the traditional, I think they call it German potato salad. I think that's the original phrase for a German potato salad. That's the original one right here, and this is the creamy one. So you guys, here, pan down on the two of them together. Original over here, creamy over here. Look how beautiful they both are. Amazing and beautiful. The creamy potato salad came out of my... Beautiful. Thanks. Aww. Now I can't keep going. The creamy potato salad one came out of my Better Homes and new cookbook that you've seen this a dozen times. Well, you've seen it a bunch of times, the different things that I cook out of here. So try them. What I want to do now, you guys have homework, because I'm the one that always keeps doing all the work, and then you guys kind of cook them at home. But I want you to make each one, and I want you to start sending me posts telling me, what do you think? Which one do you like better? And if you have other recipes for potato salad, send them on over. If you don't want to make them on the video, send me that recipe. I'll make it on a video, and we can just keep adding, because this is fun for the summer. And I think what we should do is next time is start investigating different pasta salads. Yeah? Give me your opinion, guys. Until then, see you later, guys. Happy summer.